There have been 7 members of the SML cast who have broken the law and gotten arrested. And today, we're gonna talk about all of them, starting with Lovell, who has the biggest criminal history of anybody in this video. Lovell is one of the most loved SML cast members, with people liking his chill personality and his characters like Chef Pee-Pee and Joseph. However, behind the scenes, Lovell has faced personal challenges that eventually led to his encounters with the law. 2017 was particularly a rough year for Lovell. His first unfortunate encounter with the law came in the form of 3 different arrests for cannabis possession within only the first half of the year. Bear in mind, at that time, cannabis laws were far stricter than they are today, especially in certain states. These arrests were not taken lightly, and the legal consequences were significant. The total amount it would cost to bail Lovell out for these charges was a staggering $9,500, an amount that would strain anyone's bank account. But unfortunately, later in the same year, Lovell's troubles escalated when he was arrested for a DUI, aka drunk driving. This incident not only resulted in jail time, but also added to the mounting challenges that Lovell was facing at the time. But interestingly enough, according to his song Death of Me, Lovell owned a 2016 Dodge Challenger, a powerful and expensive car that he wrecked in 2017. The accident led to him losing his driver's license, and many speculate that this event was directly tied to his DUI arrest. Lovell's final known arrest came in 2019, this time for a violation of probation. Probation violations can occur for a variety of reasons, such as failing drug tests, missing court appointments, or not complying with terms set by the court. While the exact details of his violation aren't publicly known, it's clear that this arrest was a serious setback for Lovell. It's worth noting that probation violations can carry severe consequences, including extended jail time, which may have motivated Lovell to make significant changes in his life. But by this point, Lovell has already faced multiple legal challenges, and this arrest likely served as a wake-up call for Lovell, because after this, he had no further complications with the law. However, his life took a positive turn when on February 9th, 2023, Lovell had his first kid. This new responsibility seemed to solidify his commitment with staying on the right path, as he focused on providing a stable future for his child. And funnily enough, they even mentioned this in a video.
Where's Joseph?
He had a baby.
What? He's just a kid. What?
He'll be back soon, so I thought we needed a third friend, so I invited Tyler over.
And judging by the fact that Lovell hasn't been arrested for over 5 years now, it's safe to say that he's changed his ways. But I can't say the same about this next SML crew member, and their crimes are so ridiculous that they sound like they're straight out of a cartoon. JJ, aka Julian Jimenez, who is best known for appearing in Chili's vlogs, had his first run-in with the law when he was just 18 years old, and he was charged with discharging a firearm in a public space, a serious offense that would immediately put him in the radar of law enforcement. And unfortunately for JJ, this was followed by an additional charge for possession of an unregistered weapon. To make matters even worse, JJ was also charged with a possession of cannabis, a charge that, well less severe than others, still quickly added to the list of growing offenses. Much like in Lovell's case, the consequences of these actions were immediate and harsh. JJ was fined $6,000 for his misdemeanors, a significant amount for someone so young. This early incident set the stage for what would become a troubling pattern of behavior. JJ's next arrest was far more serious, and involved a string of charges that would probably shock most of you. In 2019, just 2 months after his first violation, JJ got charged again for aggravated assault, battery, weapon offense, robbery, home invasion, and intimidation. The severity of these charges resulted in an astronomical fine of a $1.1 million, an amount that few individuals could ever hope to pay. He obviously served some jail time for this, as a very small percent of the population is able to pay that fine. The nature of these charges led many fans to speculate that JJ has fallen in with the wrong crowd. It's hard to believe that the guy who 1 year prior got pranked on Chili's channel and got cheese on his would later commit a variety of very serious crimes. At just 18 years old, he was navigating a world of adult consequences, and some believe that his involvement in such serious crimes may have been influenced by external factors, such as peer pressure or even substance abuse. While there has been speculation that JJ may have struggled with more than just cannabis, these claims remained unconfirmed and should be taken as rumors rather than facts. But JJ isn't the only member of his family to be arrested. Chili's one and only arrest occurred in March of 2021, and while it wasn't as severe as the charges faced by the other members of the cast, it's still worth noting as it adds to the family's very complicated history with the law. Chili's arrest was for contempt of court, a charge that typically arises when someone fails to comply with a court order or shows disrespect towards a court's authority. In her case, the details surrounding the incident remain somewhat private, but it resulted in a $500 fine. Continuing with Chili's family, we have yet another family member who got arrested, this time being her dad, Minelli Jimenez. While he's often seen in Chili's vlogs as a supporting and loving father, his legal history reveals a more complicated side to his life. Minelli's first known arrest occurred in 2011, when he was charged with battery, which involves the intentional use of force against another person, is a serious offense, and Minelli was fined $200 for this specific incident. While the identity of the victim of this case was never officially confirmed, some fans have speculated that it may have been Wanda Jimenez, Minelli's wife and the mother of Chili and JJ. But Minelli's legal troubles didn't end with his first arrest. In 2014 and again in 2019, he was charged with battery once again, and after these charges, he didn't have any more criminal violations besides a small one that happened in July of 2024, when he was charged with trespassing. Trespassing is a less severe offense compared to battery, but it still carries legal consequences. Minelli was fined $150 for this incident, but the Jimenez family arrests continue because Chili's mom has also been arrested. Wanda's first arrest occurred in May of 2013, when she was charged with a moving traffic violation and resisting an officer. Moving traffic violations can range from speeding to running a red light, but when combined with resisting an officer, the situation becomes more serious. Resisting an officer typically involves refusing to comply with law enforcement, which can escalate a routine stop into a criminal matter. For these charges, Wanda was fined $1,000 for each violation, totaling up to $2,000. Finally, we're gonna leave the Jimenez family behind and move on to the other two cast members who have been arrested. And the crimes of these two people are by far the most severe ones in this video. Believe it or not, the next culprit is none other than Matthew Reber, Logan and Lance's cousin, aka the voice of Scooter. Matthew's run-in with the law happened in September of 2019, when he was charged for excessively whipping a child so hard that it left bruises. According to Escambia County Sheriff's Office, Matthew Scott Reber, 35, was charged with felony child abuse. The child said he had been whipped because he was bad, according to an arrest report, and complained that he had pain in his back and buttocks. Reber admitted that he whipped the child because he needed discipline. The Escambia County Sheriff's Office arrest report continues, as he stated, "It's not my fault, he bruises easily." According to ECSO, the child had what appeared to be the impression of a belt that started on the right side of his back, extended over the backbone area and towards the left side of his back, along with what appeared to be a slight bruising on his buttocks. The child was transported to the Gulf Coast Kids House for an interview and medical evaluation. The report states that the corporal punishment was excessive due to injuries. Matthew Reber was released from Escambia County Jail on a $2,500 bond. But thankfully, later it was proven that Matthew was framed, so all the charges were dropped, and later he was proven innocent. Finally, some good news in this video, but things aren't gonna be good for long, because Logan's ex-girlfriend Adriana committed her crimes against Logan. Now, many of you probably aren't shocked to see her name here. After all, we already know she isn't exactly the best girlfriend to Logan. Their relationship was filled with drama, and let's just say she isn't winning any Girlfriend of the Year awards. Adriana was charged with battery and destruction of property, but after a couple years passed, the videos of her mentally and physically abusing Logan popped up on the internet, which led some fans to believe that the victim of battery and destruction of property was none other than Logan himself.
She's coming at me with a knife to kill me. She's coming at me with a knife to kill me.
911? No, hey! Hey, Adriana, listen!
Give me my phone. Give me my phone with the video of you trying to save me after splitting my wrist.
Okay, it's not here. Look, here. It's not in my pocket. Look. It's not in my pocket. Here.
Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it?
It's right here.
Where the fuck is it? Did you delete the videos?
I did not. Leave. Leave. Absolutely leave. Someone save me. She won't let me drive. She won't let me. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. Stop it.
But that wasn't the only damage done. One of the more costly offenses she committed was breaking Logan's $20,000 Rolex. A Christmas gift that definitely didn't deserve that kind of treatment.
I want you out of my house. For the record, I'm not done.
That's you. Give me your
There's the cops going. There's where the cops are going. Oh, here she goes. Being her again. Okay. Adriana, let's all stop. Let's just stop. Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop. You know you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Unless you stop. I want you to stop right now. Adriana, you will go to jail for the rest of your life. You know what you just broke? A $20,000 Rolex.
I give you $20,000 right now.
That is destruction of property. You just destroyed a $20,000 Rolex.
Those are all of the SML cast members I could find. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click on this other video on screen right here. I'm sure you'll love it.